industrial action. Now, to share with us this view of the nurses who are on strike, we do have a member of the National Executive Committee of the union, that is Alex TWEKWASE, who also comes who is the Uganda Nurses and Midwives Union member. Good evening and welcome to NTV Weekend Edition.
Good evening, moderator. Thanks very much for inviting me to NTV.
Yes.
Greetings to the viewers. Yeah.
So you did hear the minister.
Yes.
You either get back to work on Monday or you leave. What is your response?
Thank you so much for the question. First of all, we are not contented with his statement. He replied us through the social media. We don't have any official document, shows that we should go back to the facilities. So we shall also report back to him in the social media, because in official communications you need to send a document shows that you have been given this letter, then you reply. So we shall also reply the government in our social media so that he can also understand. But it has been speculating around, so we have not got to the evidence. It's true, we just had an allegation of that letter, and before I go ahead, I want to say sorry to the nurses who have been arrested, most especially the MCH, Maternal Child Health, Lira Regional Referral Hospital. It is really a disappointment to the government for the work that the nurses do in the country. Now to find that they are arresting nurses, they are intimidating nurses for the all work that they do for the nurses. Because the nurses in the country, we are 28,000 nurses and midwives who are employed by the government. So it is really shameful to the government that the nurses are being arrested because of demanding their issues that have agreed with the government. So our stand as a union, the strike is still on, because we are demanding what the government know.
And what could that be, if you don't mind reminding our viewers? Yes,
we are demanding what the government is already know. There are many issues, Madam Medret, because including salary increment, it's number one. We made an agreement with the government. The CBA 2018, we had increased the salary 2018 once. 2019 we kept quiet, 2020 we kept quiet, 2022 we kept quiet, even 2021. We are disciplining nurses actually. If you look at all the cadres in the country, nurses and midwives, we are always disciplined. But because of government knowing that we demand a lot, and even they deceived us 1 billion shillings for the circle. Nurses, we are the poor people, we earn less money. 600,000 for a nurse who is doing a lot in the community. We are so disappointed by the minister, by the Prime Minister's statements. So as nurses, our stand, we are still on. Nurses, they should not be intimidated at all. It is a constitutional right. The government knows this, that we have been negotiating with it, and we are still moving on to negotiate. Even if they call us tonight, others have been striking, they are being called and settled. Why can't they call us? We go on the round table and we sort this matter with the nurses. Why do they replace 28 nurses that now they want to employ the new ones? When the doctors have been striking, they have not been replaced. Why are they replacing nurses? And when they are the ones who are many are performing very excellent work at the facilities.
The Archbishop sounded a reconciliatory tone. He says, get back to work for the sake of your patients. Do you agree with this? We
agree, but let's have good terms with the government. We are not against the government. We love the government. For 5 years demanding for the implementation of our grievances. Up to now, it is a deaf ear. We don't want to take nurses for granted. Let them know that the nurses have the role to play. Let us be respected. I agree with the Archbishop. But when the Harmony has refused, then the law must act by laying down tools, then you ask for your grievances.
What is the end game of this strike? How long do you think it's going to take?
For us, the strike is on until the government calls us and go on around the table and agree to one another. Then when we shall call for the strike, headed by the head of the UNMU, with the executive, with the all nurses. Because as I talk now, we are having the Zoom meeting for the all nurses, 28,000 we are having a meeting. We are their leaders. They want us to represent them to fulfill their issues.